espresso or the cappuccino way. Sure to get your fix, venti or grande. Sugar, Splendor, equal, maybe sweet and low. Everybody's happy when they're hanging with Joe. Let's go.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
They see you as small and helpless. They see you as just a child. Surprised when they find out that a warrior will soon run wild. Prepare for your greatest moments. Prepare for your finest hour. The dream that you've always dreamed is suddenly about to flower. We are lightning, straight from the thunder. Miracles of nature.
Hello. Yeah, just breathe through it. Yes. I did. I actually went and checked it out. Found one of our lost episodes. Yeah, it was. I have. I watched it because I, of course, was dying to see the reveal for Kingdom Hearts. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, and got excited when I saw the Final Fantasy VII remake, which it looked absolutely gorgeous. I never played the original. I believe my husband did, and I'm very much looking forward to having some fun with that. And there was a lot of good stuff on E3. It was, I mean, I wish I could have been there myself. Okay. Think you need to patch her in. I have no idea. I'm kind of used to everybody just joining in.
Hello. tired and hurt.
Hey, how are you?
So tired and so hurt.
What happened?
I was laying in bed with my babes whenever I realized that the podcast was tonight and that I had to get the fuck on. Yeah. Holy shit, that's a lot of blood. No, somebody got a tattoo and bled like a motherfucker. On a second note, how are you ladies tonight? Oh, are we streaming or are we like? Oh, fucking Christ. Who else watching? I should probably check myself. Hey, I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah, this is the lovely thing about going live.
Yeah, Banana joining in like halfway through.
Yeah,
So-
we just started.
Yeah. So professional here. We got the keyboard in the background and everything.
I'm so sorry. I am trying to deal with something. Only on my mic until I'm done typing a paragraph.
Oh, okay. Did you catch any E3 stuff?
Yes. And now I will mute my mic.
Now that we want her to talk, she's gonna mute her mic. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna talk some E3 stuff. We got some Heavensward things to discuss.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff to discuss.
Oh,
Yes.
don't even tell me about a lot of stuff. So much hype.
Yeah.
Have you not played it?
Oh, I have, just not a lot. I have been so busy.
That's okay. We're not gonna get into a lot tonight because
What?
we don't want spoilers.
What? Anybody listening to anything Final Fantasy related at this point has to understand there's gonna be some spoilers.
I haven't even done. I haven't even done any storyline yet.
What? Oh, then I will not say anything else.
Alright.
I actually really want to make my astrologian right now, but we'll try. I haven't even gone 51 yet.
I am level 40. I just got level 43 on my astrologian, so.
I really think I'm just gonna make my astrologian tonight and then just level like a dark knight instead.
My monk has reached 56.
Awesome.
Nice. I have not played a lot. Fucking Christ. And then I get DC errors and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Maybe I should have flagged this for content. But yeah. So let's get into the E3 stuff first because you know that'll be the easier stuff.
Did you guys want to move to TeamSpeak beforehand or did you guys just want to stay in Skype?
We're gonna go in Skype. We're just gonna stay in Skype for this episode, and then we'll go to TeamSpeak next one.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's alright.
It's okay. Everybody's hearing what we're saying too, so.
Oh, yeah, well, it's fine. Whatever. I'll be good.
Okay. So besides Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII, what else were we hyped for that came out on E3?
Oh, so many different things. For me, it's just I wanted to see what's up and coming. There was one particular game, I can't remember the name of it, my husband probably does, had just like a ton of worlds that you can go to.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that looks so infinitely awesome.
That does.
It's such a different concept and so, I don't know, it looks, I want to try it.
The thing. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm so excited for No Man's Sky, Horizon, and Uncharted 4
Oh yeah.
and
That
Fallout
was
4. But
um the one that like nobody's been talking about that I'm actually got hyped for because it's the first time I haven't seen that was that World of Final Fantasy.
oh yeah, no, I was
Yeah,
so
that
happy
one
about
that one
that.
sounds looks cool.
That
Yeah.
looks really good. I can't wait to actually play that because this week, probably either tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm actually going to be getting a PS4.
Ooh, congrats.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. But yeah, that looked really good. I'm not sure about the Final Fantasy remake because I'm not a huge fan of the Final Fantasy VII game.
Oh, I am.
A lot of people are. Um, there's a couple of Nintendo stuff that actually made me really want to get that. The Animal Crossing stuff that they showed, I thought was amazing.
I did not see the Nintendo one, which
I-
is strange because Nintendo for me is the original, and I do love my Nintendo games, but I love the older school games. My kids play the other ones, um, but I was more excited to see Sony and things like
oh
that.
yeah, I was, as I mentioned to you ladies a few uh, days ago, I was in San Antonio for Sony's E3 showing,
How did that
and
go?
it was fantastic.
So what all went on there? Because
It was basically it was just a rundown. Well, it was a live showing of Sony's E3. It was like you know how people could watch it on Twitch or YouTube live. Yeah,
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 I basically got to see it on a really fucking huge screen with a whole bunch of other fans.
that's cool.
that is
It was
really cool.
really a really great experience, and I really suggest anybody who gets the chance, you should definitely check it out.
Um, the people in chat here are saying if you look up overrated in the dictionary, it redirects you to Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, a lot of people are not very excited about Final Fantasy VII, and I kind of understand it. But at the same time, it's like I'm sure it's going to be pretty decent.
The one I wish they would re-release in some form, and I mean it hasn't been released on like PC like because I just did the Steam sale, and I was looking in there, and I did buy Final Fantasy VIII because I've never played it. But where's the love for Final Fantasy IX? There has been no remake of that yet. There's been no release on like computer or on Steam or anything. Where's my Final Fantasy IX?
You
In
know
the
what I'm
wind.
actually You know what I'm actually really excited for?
What?
Star Ocean 5.
Oh my god, I was not expecting them to even show that.
I was so hyped. It did like I'm such a huge fan of the Final Fantasy Star Ocean series.
hmm
And, you know, as pissed as I was that they didn't release a Final Fantasy 15 release date or a
Mhm.
Kingdom Hearts 3 release date,
Right.
the Star Ocean kind of like blew it away from me. I was like, yes, that was something I needed.
I don't know, that gameplay footage for Final Fantasy 3 makes it maybe want it really bad now.
I really, 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 really want to see how not Final Fantasy 15 is going to come out, but uh, the remake. Because I feel like they have a chance to like make it really, really good,
Oh, they do.
but are they going to screw it up? It's my
That's-
biggest concern right now.
That's 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. But didn't they say it was going to be released the same time as the PC port to the PS4?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, so I went on Raw, and I already want to go back to Lala.
Aw, I haven't gone to Aura yet. I haven't got my Fantasia yet, so...
Well, my brother bought me a Fantasia, and I now officially want to go straight back to freaking Lala, and I'm just so done with Aura right now. Nothing looks good glamored onto my Aura, and I'm just whatever about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, there's one thing I did want to talk about coming out of E3, and I did send the picture to you girls, like, in our little group chat thingy, and that is a despicable thing to do, especially on the last day of E3, when we're supposed to be celebrating games. In case if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, on the last day of E3, and this is going to be controversial, and I'm sorry if you don't like it. But at the last day of E3, there was a poster that was put up, basically denouncing Anita Sarkeesian, saying all your tropes are belong to us, and saying femme freak, and I'm sorry, that was just not called for at all.
I heard one specific sentence, and it was after E3, and I was just watching, I guess, reviews of it. And I heard somebody say, oh, it's nice to see a bunch of women actually talking intelligently about video games. And I'm like, you want to be slapped so hard.
Yeah, because I know we do some really nice, intelligent conversation here. I don't know.
People will be idiots no matter what.
Yeah, definitely.
This be true. We had a lot of things actually come out of E3 as well for Final Fantasy XIV. I was kind of disappointed that Square Enix or even Sony didn't show anything Final Fantasy XIV related.
Well, I kind of wasn't expecting it because they've already released a whole bunch regarding
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, all the trailers have been released and everything like that, and I don't know, it kind of makes sense as to why they didn't. They've already been really busy releasing everything else so far, and
Exactly.
Early
I wasn't
access is-
expecting anything.
yeah, it's like
This-
early access is like 4 days compared to that, and there was really no reason to, in my
Yeah.
opinion, at least.
Yeah, I guess. We did get a developers, or I'm sorry, a live letter at E3 going over some of the crafting stuff, but what was released on top of that was, I think, amazing to everybody. And that's the expansion to the player recommendation system.
Yeah. The referral friend.
Oh man,
Yes.
that's in Twintanium out. Oh my lord.
I know, that's one thing I'm actually looking forward to there. And I do have a referral out, but I don't know how long he actually played, so I don't know how much I'm going to get, but at least I'm going to get that, I guess, Brofist thing anyway, so.
I
Well-
wish past referrals worked for that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I really, really wish that the older referrals would work for it because I have like 2 or 3 different referrals right now and I won't get anything out of it.
Wait a minute, are you talking about the ones for, like, when they did the referral system before with the double mounts?
Yeah.
They said that it actually works for that.
I
it's
haven't
backwards
gotten
compatible.
anything from it yet.
I haven't either, but I know he said something about it being backwards compatible, so.
Well, that would be awesome. I got the the 2-mounted chocobo.
I
Yeah, I was
do
like,
too.
I
Love
want
that.
my Brofist. I want
Yeah,
my
me
Brofist
too.
so bad.
I do too. But like I said, I don't know what's going on there, so. Okay, well, let's talk about the main reason that we have this podcast, and that is Final Fantasy XIV.
Woohoo.
And all of us on the podcast, I know, are out of A Realm Reborn, and we are into Heavensward.
Yeah,
Yes.
indeed.
Okay,
I guess I'm gonna have to be real cautious.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I mean, we did stream a lot of this stuff, and So a lot of us, and I do, the people that did participate and everything on our streaming for this did a really good job. I know I had a nice conversation with you there, Aerith, when you were streaming.
Yeah, that was fun. I've been having a blast with it.
I know, and then we had Sarah on, doing her live stream, and when I walked in there, and she's giving us a different perspective for everything, and then I kind of closed everything out in the last couple hours with astrology and leveling. So the question is, how do we like our new abilities and stuff?
I haven't gone far enough yet, and I wish I had, but I haven't had the chance to level at all. And
Oh, sorry.
I want to do Cutter's Cry as Astrologian more than anything in the world right now, though.
I
It's
don't.
like one of those things where I'm probably gonna end up doing by the end of the night.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten 3 new abilities.
And what abilities are those?
I've gotten Elixir Field, which is the Kamehameha like one that we were talking about.
Is that what it's called?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's called Elixir Field.
Oh, okay.
And then I have Form Shift and the Forbidden Chakra.
Okay, so I bet you've been spamming the elixir field. Have one happen to you?
I have been using it a lot. Right now, it's a lot of playing, trying to figure out how it would work best into my rotation. And
Oh, okay.
I honestly do not understand the chakra thing yet. I feel like it's whatever abilities I'm going to get later, that's when it's going to come into play. Like it
Okay.
shouldn't have been given to me first. Doesn't have much of an explanation it doesn't have an explanation really at all as far as what you can do with it. Um, it's just right now I'm at a point where I've gotten those abilities. I've gotten to do 3 dungeons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know, and sorry if this is spoilers for everybody, but I think everybody knows that Dusk Vigil is one of the first ones you go into.
Yes.
I haven't been able to do anything, and I'm so sad.
You
I'm
should be.
leveling Summoner and White Mage at like the same time, and it's ridiculous.
And not getting into too much of the spoiler territory, how is Dusk Vigil? Because I've heard it was easy.
It is easy. Dusk Vigil, to me, it was easy. Me and my husband did it together. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of, I guess, their way of easing you into the new dungeons. I expected something a lot harder. It was fun. It was just fun. It was a very fun run. And nobody that went in it, nobody knew any mechanic. We didn't know anything. But the mechanics are very easy to figure out.
That's good.
It's blatant. You just know what you're doing when you go in.
That's cool. I know the one thing I did see you stream was the
Ravana.
Fun. Yeah, and I love that music is epic.
It is. It is. That fight was nerve-wracking, though. I thought we were gonna die. I thought we were gonna wipe a couple of times because we went into it. We were like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing. We're new. First run. A couple of people that wasn't their first run. They were just like dodge AOE's, make sure there's a wall behind you, and do damage. That's it. It's like, okay, there was a whole lot more mechanics than that to it that we needed to know.
Okay, from the chat here, pro stat to winning Dusk Vigil: smash face against keyboard, win.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's actually very accurate.
As for me, I've actually been leveling my Astrologian, and I've been loving it. And I know I told you when you were streaming this, but you were right. This is my main,
Told
and I'm having fun with it. But there's a story I got to tell. Like my first hour, I think maybe 2 hours into Heaven's Word, I ran Hakei Manor with 3 Dark Knights and me.
Huh.
there was two Dark Knights that formed a party and put in Party Finder looking for a DPS and a healer. We got another Dark Knight, and what they were doing was they were actually taking turns, one going into DPS and the other one tanking, and it actually worked very well. For Hawkeye Manor, we smashed it in like 15 minutes, no deaths.
Oh, jeez.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And then we ran Braylock.
Brave Flux.
Yeah, that one. We ran that one next, and the first time we got through it within, I think, 20 minutes with 1 or 2 deaths.
Holy crap.
And then the one Dark Knight had to leave, and we picked up a machinist. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, you can actually see, like, I have a respect for Dark Knights, but that actually stops after that, because the ones that I was leveling with tonight on some of the dungeons, well, actually Stone Vigil, were DPS mode, I guess, and they were just dying a lot.
That's unfortunate. Also, I'm about to go unlock Astrologian. I can't. You guys are just making me want to play the shabada out of it. I feel like I've cussed enough today.
We're probably going to do, like, game guides for these, because I think we got enough, within the community, we got enough people that we can actually get people in here and, get experts in on stuff. But the one thing I did notice on Astrologian, and I'm sorry, Giganta, for spoiling anything for
Spoiler
you.
alert!
I find that to actually play the class, you have to be mindful of your cooldowns. Unlike other healing classes where they don't have really much cooldowns to play around with, you get 2 right at the beginning. And you have to play with those the entire time. Because if you don't, your MP pool is going to go down real fast.
Oh, yeah. Actually, out of curiosity, I didn't really get a full chance to look at their skill set. Do they have a mana replenishment skill?
Yes, that's one of the cooldowns that you have to actually, and it's called Luminiferous Ether.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have a long time to be on, but it's also hate reduction as well.
Ooh, nice. Well, so it's basically Shroud of Saints.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and that one you have to manage. Like, every time you see it's up out of cooldown, you want to pop it almost immediately.
Yeah.
The other one, unfortunately, is crap, I forget the name of the skills. I'm sorry. It's a good thing I got this up. Light speed. It does have the unfortunate side effect that you can't. It takes down your healing ability a little bit, but the ability to insta-cast everything within the duration of that is just...
Holy shit.
Yes, is amazing.
Protecting reses for all. Yo.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like how I'm saying protect and reses for all, but just, jeez, that sounds ridiculous. And now that makes me really wish that, like, Sakor or, like, fucking... I want Scholar to have that. That would be so fun on Scholar.
Which one?
The Instacast skill.
Oh, light speed.
Like, not... Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sounds ridiculous.
It does have a really low time that it's up, though. I think it's like maybe 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. So they get, like, almost a permanent swift cast. What
Yeah.
the shit? Now I'm pissed because the only reason I leveled my Thaumaturg is
13
only
seconds.
because of swift cast.
Yeah, it's 13 seconds duration with a. Here, I'm just gonna pull it up here.
A 10-second cooldown.
No, it's more. It's more than 10-second cooldown. It's a 13-second time you can use it in,
Mhm.
and it does have a 150-second recast time.
Oh, okay. That's not as OP as I thought it was.
But like I
was
said,
wait a
that's
minute.
that's another one of your cooldowns, so you want to be mindful of.
Yeah, definitely.
The draw mechanic, you have, especially when you get
Have anything?
what?
Look in the map. Some. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, no. Making sure. I
Um,
didn't hear anything for a second.
Okay. The one thing I will say about the draw mechanic is, especially when you use Royal Road, you want to be mindful of the cooldown on draw.
Hmm.
Because some of the abilities you can get there, and they were kind of wrong in the when people were spoiling a lot of this stuff, and they said that like the card that you draw is the one that gets the ability, like either an AoE to everything or stuff like that. However, from what I've been finding out, is the card that you use on Royal Road on is the one that determines whether it's going to be an AoE effect or if it's going to be longer duration.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you use Royal Road, be mindful of your draw, so you can draw that card as soon as that cooldown pops.
Yay! Astrologian is mine!
Yay!
Congratulations.
And now I get to level. Oh man, I can't wait to do Cutter's Cry as an Astrologian. It's gonna be so fucking great.
I didn't play that. I skipped that one.
Really? I kind of like. Okay, I hate Cutter's Cry on a Scholar,
Mm-hmm.
and on a White Mage, it is like the funnest thing in the world. And it's only because of the boss where you have to kite all the monsters around.
That's the part I didn't like.
Really? I thought it was bad at first. And I kind of got used to it. I was like, this isn't as bad as I thought. I can manage.
Well, I think the thing is I probably the group I went with was kind of negative towards me, so that's why I kind of don't like Cutter's Cry. I'm the kind of person that if I have a good experience the first time, I love the dungeon. If I have a bad experience my first time, I don't want to be in there at all.
I had a terrible experience my first Cutter's Cry. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I hated it. It was the worst thing in the freaking world.
I that's the only one that I will actually, leave in mid, like right as soon as I get in. So
Yeah, I can't leave during like a fight. I get so upset because I think about it this way. I'm like, if I don't want somebody else to do it, I myself will not do it because that's just shit. Like, it's bad to leave you. I don't know. It's my personal opinion. Everybody has their own opinion on this kind of stuff,
right.
but I personally can't leave people like mid dungeon, or I feel bad. But that's literally just me. Like,
I might actually try Cutter's Cry on my Astrologian at some point because I might have a better time now that I can kite a lot better, especially with light speed.
mhm.
But to me, I tend to try to keep people up and moving, and when I'm kiting stuff around, I can't heal at the same time most of the time. And it's probably what was my biggest problem with it.
Also, I linked my aura in chat,
Oh, okay.
so
Cool.
kind of irrelevant.
Yeah. We'll put it in the show notes. Let everybody see it.
Nah, please don't. I'm going back to Lala anyways.
So, Aerith, how's that story?
Story is awesome. I don't know what to say because you guys aren't there, and they're huge. Like there's some really important things that happen.
Yeah, I think
I could say one thing and you guys would just be like, "What?"
No, when I was seeing you stream, I did see like the one with the I guess you were going up to a dragon or whatever.
Yeah. No, it goes beyond that.
Oh, okay.
There's yeah, guys have to get on it.
Yeah, the only reason I'm not watching the stream right now is because I was like doing the story.
Yeah, because I let the cutscenes play. I like seeing the cutscenes
Right.
Oh,
for main story, not for them little dumb
yeah.
fetch and go. And my husband earlier was just, he was beyond, well, both of us, but he just got beyond over the churning mists. And, you love the little Moogles, and then at one point you're like, really? I don't want to see another Moogle for the rest of my existence.
I am a huge fan of the Moogles.
You
So
will
much.
not be when you get to the churning mists.
Really?
You will want to reach through and punch Moogles in the face.
Aw. I don't know. Moogles for life, yo.
No. When you
Um,
spend your entire time doing nothing but searching and retrieving lost Moogles and getting flowers for Moogles and Koopo nuts for Moogles, and that is your entire thing while you're trying to level, you get sick of Moogles.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I am 150% sure I will.
The one thing I want to say here is I know last week we did a live reading of the patch notes, and we went line by line as it was coming up. Me and Sierra did, and we seen the cat bat creature, and I thought I seen that thing before. Do you know what Final Fantasy that thing is from?
I'd have to go check it.
It's actually from Final Fantasy V.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I thought I'd seen it before, and then somebody said its name, and I'm like, okay, I'll go and look that up, and I did, and I'm like, oh, I remember this thing. I feel bad though when I go to go beat them up, so
Uh-huh.
because they're cute. I mean, they're little cats, and they have wings, and yeah.
See, I have too many diamond dusts.
The one thing I would say, I did go to Mordonia and looked at the Shiva weapons that they had there for the Astrologian, and oh my god, I want the Shiva one for Astrologian. It looks amazing.
I have,
Good.
I have so
Good
many.
luck.
What is fucking Christ? I don't even remember what this is even used for.
What is it?
Unidentified elegant tombstone.
Oh, I don't know.
Unidentified Allegan Tombstone?
Yeah.
That was part of old gear and old weapons.
Oh.
That's along with the Sands of Time and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Oh.
You get
my
it from the towers, Syracuse Tower and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Why the I had like 14, 15 of them, and I was like, how? Why?
Yeah.
What?
Those are from the three towers, from the Labyrinth of the
Yeah.
Ancients, Crystal Tower, and that's it, because I don't think it drops in World of Darkness.
No. Although I do have enough to upgrade some of my equipment, so I'm probably going to do that before I do anything else.
Okay, before we go any farther, I do want to have a little rant here because this made me mad. Because I was trying to push the deadline, I was trying to get to Shiva so I can do this fight, and I got stuck at Rama.
I heard.
And I will say this, and this is going to be my little rant. If you go into something, you wipe once, and you have 15 minutes left, don't leave!
Then don't.
Don't leave. I mean, it's only 15 minutes in the thing. You don't know how that's going to turn out. And it was infuriating me to no end. And then there was one instance where we were doing so good. and we were about to get it, and I think the next push we would have done it, probably would have cleared it. They kicked somebody. I'm not against kicking people, but as soon as they kicked that person, everybody just dropped.
That sucks.
It's like, okay, why did you drop this person if you were just gonna leave anyway?
Well, other people get frustrated, and you don't know how long they've been trying to go through it and get through it. It doesn't excuse it. Um, I will stay into a party. It has to be pretty bad for me to leave because I'm not going to take a penalty. So it has to be really bad for me to leave. One, two, I will try to wait unless I see that timer go down to like 10 minutes and we still don't have a person. You are not, I don't care how good you are, how geared you are not beating Shiva or Ruma or any of those people in that time limit.
I mean, I had some of them go down to down to 10 minutes, and then everybody's like, okay, let's just get out of here because obviously we're not going to do it in 9 minutes. But when you have 15 minutes from the start, 15 minutes have not even elapsed yet. Don't drop.
That's still tricky though because it really depends on how good your tanks are, how coordinated you are, how good your DPS is. 15 minutes for people who know what they're doing and are going into knowing exactly what to do versus 15 minutes of all random people, half of them never having cleared, is a whole different thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But
I mean, I understand how frustrating it is for you because you're trying to get that clear. But some of the people that are going in there are probably just farming it.
Mhm.
So they've gotten the clear multiple times, and it doesn't excuse them not being patient because they've had to clear it the first time at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it was just a jerk move. It's like, okay, we're not going to clear this. Let's just vote abandon and abandon. It's like, why?
Told you, come on over to Goblin.
I probably will at some point. I do like Sargentanis, and I really want to stay, but we'll see. The one thing I want to ask you, especially you, Aerith, because you've actually been playing this. Have you gone back to like Gridania or Limsa Lamesa or Alda since Heaven's Word dropped, or at least the early access?
Yes, you have it. Well, first of all, the story makes you go back.
Okay.
When you follow your main story quest, at some point it's going to send you back. You have to go to Gridania, you have to go to Limsa, and you have to go to Ulda. And some things are set in motion, and some announcements are revealed. I really hate you right now because I can't say what I've been wanting to say. Oh God.
Here's just to back up a little bit. Here's something from chat here. In the lovely groups in Koyo who drop after the first attempt, after certain Makode Dragoons have waited in queue for over an hour.
Oh, I so feel your pain on that. I am a melee DPS. I am lucky. I am so lucky that my husband mains as a tank. But when I was doing this, when I decided to start doing the farming, my husband was not doing the farming. So I was joining queues, I was getting in Party Finder, I was going through that whole mess, and it's literally all consuming. And then sometimes you're just like, I feel lucky, I'm just gonna, whether it's Coil or Primal, or I'm just gonna join in a Duty Finder and see what happens. And 35, 40 minutes later, you join it, you're happy, you're finally in, and 2 minutes in, people drop and abandon.
That's crappy.
That's what I was talking about. I mean, that's just like, I understand that you're trying to, farm this, and if it's not going the way you want, you're just going to abandon. but sometimes there are people that are new. One of my frustrations doing Rama is every time I went in, there was at least one tank that was new in there.
Yeah. I always say that if you're gonna go in, if you're a healer or anything like that, have a macro for for the orbs. Um, the most successful rumor runs I've had, the tanks were not the ones calling the orbs.
Oh,
Believe it or
really?
not, the tanks were constantly screwing that part up. Okay,
Oh,
the
okay.
healers were actually better at calling the orbs than the tanks were. I've had some tanks that'll call it good. I was lucky when I got to the rumor part. I
Hmm.
think I joined it on random,
Okay.
and I got the pony on the first drop.
That's amazing.
Didn't have to go back to Ruma, but then I got screwed on Shiva. So
Alrighty, let's go back for a second. I know we're kind of just jumping around here, but
Astrologian's so fucking fun.
I told you.
Holy fuck.
I haven't tried any of the new classes. My
Have you
husband
used
unlocked them, but
have
I
you
haven't played them.
have you used your draw mechanic yet?
No, I've somewhat dabbled in it, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's amazing.
Spoiler alert. Kidding. I fucking.
I
Although I'm digging this cleric stance on them. It's
yeah.
pretty great.
Hmm. I've been like fates hunting, and I actually find I gain more experience when I do dungeons. So,
Yeah.
but no, the point I wanted to make about Limson La Mesa and Oda and Gridania is they're empty.
Yeah, Mordana is too. My husband pointed that out. I look over at his screen and he's like, "Look at Mordana." It's like he's like, "I almost feel bad for the people that are here because they don't have access to Heaven's Ward."
Yeah, and I do feel really bad because that's oh my god, that's
I don't. I know some people will hate me for that, but I don't because I worked hard to be able to get to where I'm at.
well, yeah. I mean, I love where I'm at too, but when I'm running through, Limson La Mesa to do a quest for my Astriologian, and there was nobody there, I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to this? This was once a lively neighborhood.
Oh, it's just like that with the hunts. On the day of the day of early expansion, people were actually calling hunts, and people were like, "Really? You think someone's going to show up to that?" Or we saw in Heaven's Ward, we saw some of the new A ranks and S ranks.
Hmm.
Oh no, I haven't seen an S rank. I've seen the A ranks. Um, and at one point, my husband was like, "Oh, I want to see how hard they really hit." And he walks up to an A rank and smacks it with a sword, and the A rank just demolishes him in no time. And he was like, "Okay, that hits pretty hard."
Yeah, when I was watching Sierra's stream, I don't know what they were attacking or anything, but yeah, they did pretty much the same thing, and they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with any of those ranks until I hit 60. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been. I mean, I'm in Ishgard right now when we're, doing this, so everybody sees my nice little screen there. But outside of like where you walk right in, and where you get Astriologian, that's all I've seen of Heaven's Ward so far.
Really?
Yes, I've basically paid $60 to play AAR with Astriologian.
Wow. I'm dying to get to a new section. I can fly in two or three of the sections now, and that's a whole nother. That's
How
a whole nother thing.
how is the flying mechanic?
The flying mechanic is awesome. It's getting to the point to be able to fly. That is
Yeah.
that is tricky. you have to collect currents, and you have green currents and yellow currents. The yellow currents, you get them from quests, quest completions. And then the green ones, you have this compass that'll tell you you're, 780 yalms northwest. So you have to keep finding, and they're all in different kind of areas. And some of these worlds, like the Churning Mist, which is Mogholm, Maine, it's built where you could tell it's best for flying.
Right.
It's a nightmare when you're on the ground.
Sea of Clouds was terrible.
I believe I made a mistake when it comes to that. I kind of wanted to do something else, and I haven't finished Sea of Clouds. Somehow I managed to, do 2 other places that are higher level, and I'm going to have to go back to Sea of Clouds at some point.
Now, the one thing you were talking to me about earlier today when you were streaming was that you don't want to go out alone.
It is, you can, and like right now and earlier I can run it alone, but it's easier if you have either a tank or a healer with you. For me, preferably a tank, because they can keep, everything, and I can just beat the shit out of it. But I mean, if you get, I got killed because one of my quest objectives was near a mob, and I go in and I'm trying to go as stealth-like to the corner as I can, as far from it as possible, and I click on and I'm interacting with it, and it turns into another thing that I have to fight. And while I'm fighting this, now the other 2 things come up in it, and that was the end of the story. I was dead. So it became a joke, actually, in the shouting on chat, where people were saying "res, please" in different areas, and somebody was like, "All right, I'm selling reses for a real cheap rate," and
that sounds to me like where people would go res please, and like the priest would be like, Zenny please.
It was funny. It's I mean, for the most part, people have been pretty helpful. That's one of the best things about when it's first there and there's so many people. There's so many people doing the same thing right now that, if your thing spawns right next to them, they'll just help you kill everything and be done. So for the people that come in later and the masses have moved on to something else, they're going to have to be real cautious and probably be best if they're in a party.
Yeah.
Can I just Zenny place items plus Zenny plus
I'm sorry?
Oh no, you said something about Ragnarok, or at least it sounded like you did.
I did.
And I was making fun of the whole Zenny plus items plus GM plus
Yeah.
GM give items. Holy shit. I wonder if GMs like actually get shit like that, like support questions about that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry, what kind of stuff?
I'm wondering if like GMs on Final Fantasy actually get like support questions asking for items.
Probably. I felt really bad because one of the people in my free company, I was up really early, ready for, countdown to Heaven's Ward, and I log in, my husband logs in, it took us a couple of tries, finally get in, and one of the people from my free company was excited, and he's like, "Hey, I don't see how to get into Heaven's Ward." And we're like, "Oh, well, you have to go inside the room where Tataru is," and and he's like, "Yeah, there's not showing me anything." Like, I don't know what to say. Something's wrong. Come to find out, he had gotten the Realm Reborn with Steam. And he did not purchase Heaven's Ward through Steam.
Oh, no thank you.
Yeah, I had to make sure, because remember, I went through Steam myself, and I had to wait forever to get the pre-order, but when I did, I got it, and yeah.
He didn't do it like that. So he came back on later, excuse me, that night, or later on that day, and he he was playing Heaven's Ward, and I was like, "Oh wait, so how'd you get it fixed?" And he was like, "Oh well, I just bought it, and I hope that SC will just refund it later." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay, I hope it does for
Funny,
you."
funny thing is I was trying to play Heaven's Ward, and I was in the wrong building the entire time. I didn't realize you had to be in the enter history or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like, guys, I think I fucked up my Heaven's Word. And they're like, are you in the right building? And I'm like, yeah. Do you not see Elfenwatt? And I'm like, no. And they're like, are you sure you ordered your order? And I'm like, yeah. And then I realized I was in the wrong building, and I was like, well, fuck.
I figured it would start exactly where it would start,
Yeah.
and I originally was going to log my character out right at the gates of Ishgard,
Mhm.
and then I was like, I think it's gonna start around here. So I logged my character out right in front of the door where I needed to go into.
I didn't do it right in front of the door. I did do it in Dragon Head, but it, right around where the stairs are, because I was thinking, okay, once I pop in, there's gonna be a whole bunch of people, and the lag is gonna be crazy. So I'm just gonna go outside here. There's probably gonna be no people, and then just walk over.
Oh, there was so many people. It was flooded. It,
Crap.
it, it reminded me of when the gold saucer first came out and how flooded it was.
uh,
I think day one I didn't even go to Gold Saucer. I wasn't checking my retainers. I wasn't doing any of that. I was so focused on my monk and getting everything up. And right now she's at a point where she's dungeons and things and quests are starting to give me gear that's better than what I have, which is painful when you've worked so hard to get your gear to where it was.
right.
I had glamored it exactly how I wanted, and now I've got different gear.
You know what I'm actually really excited about?
What?
These 3 mini pots a day.
Yeah, you got to pay more though.
I don't mind that though, because it's what? It's like, it goes up to what, 300?
300.
And I have won the daily, like the 10K 2 days in a row.
Oh, well, you're lucky as hell because I went and did it, and I think I got like 180, and I was like, my husband said, "Oh, you can get another ticket," so I got another one, and I think I got like 72. So then I brought a third one, and I got like 36. I was like, man, I'm trying to save up for a mount.
The only gear that I think is actually going to look decent on my aura is the bunny costume. And I'm saving up because I want it for my Lala anyways. And I'm about 100K away from it.
I
How
need
much
to
you
find.
have saved up?
57K.
I currently have 126K.
I currently have 0.
What are you doing?
Obviously not playing the game.
You are not playing the game.
You know what? I paid for it. I can do what I want.
No, get on it. There's no excuse.
There's
Got
plenty.
a point. You can buy MGP. There really is no excuse.
There isn't. They start you off by letting you buy like 600 MGP.
It's like 500.
Yeah, so come on.
Jesus.
I went on a card bender trying to get the cards,
Mm.
and my OCD, my little obsession of collections kicked in. And my husband would just laugh at me because like I printed up this whole thing that had every card and where you get them, and the best strategies, and I'm going and just beating people to get these cards, and finally I was like, okay, I'm done.
I am digging this motherfucking class. This is like perfect.
I know. I love it. Like I said, it's my main now.
Feeling so easy, and the mana there are no mana problems. It's literally non-existent right now.
Yeah. Just wait until you get higher level.
Oh, I'm sure. No, I'm 150% positive. I'm probably gonna have so many mana issues. Right now, I'm just like, yo, this is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Also, I saw Lightspeed, and holy shit, OP as fuck,
Right.
and so fun.
The one thing I will say is this is probably the only time I've ever seen this in this game. Lower level, especially lower levels, because everybody's going to Dark Knight and Astrologian. This is a good time right now to actually level DPSs, especially low level.
Oh yeah,
Instant queues for this. This is the only time you ever hear this being said. There is actually low level DPS that are instant queues.
I actually insta-queued into a low level due to your let.
As an Astrologian?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually
Yeah.
shocked because I haven't been able to do that at all.
I
I've
was
had to
re-
wait. I've had to wait like 20 minutes before I can get into it. Except when I was in the party, and I still think that 3-person Dark Knight team was off the wall crazy there. Probably something I'll never do again. We have one thing that's to do here on this podcast today.
Talk about more spoilers?
Well,
Talk about more Astrologian? Not let my tank
Let's-
die? Oh god, rip. I should
let's
stop
talk-
DPSing.
Let's talk Monk.
no, I was thinking about giving stuff away.
We can do that too. Then
Oh.
go back to Monk.
Okay, Ganta, we haven't been able to talk to you for a few weeks because you've been kind of outside the sphere of the podcast here.
Yes, I have, and I'm so sorry about that. But I do have something that I can give away, but
Okay.
it's not necessarily for everybody.
Okay, well, none of this stuff is for everybody. We have a few things that we're going to give away, and most of it's probably not going to come out until, you're probably not going to get it until later. Chat, any of you want to enter the thing like last minute? Because right now we've only got 3 contestants.
Ooh. Nice.
Before we give out prizes, how about we read some email?
Okay.
Our friend Roden Ryder has gotten back to us again.
Oh, Ronan.
Yes.
Actually, fun fact, he's one of my FC members.
Yes, we've been mentioning it every time he's mentioned in. We're like, why isn't she here to talk about this?
Ah, Chris.
She did it on purpose, Ronan.
Oh yeah, totally. Ronan, I'm out. I'm out to not talk to you ever.
His first email to us says, hello, Whispering Dawn. I hope you're not tired of my emails. LOL. Hopefully they encourage others to do so. Write in,
They
people.
do.
Yes, we want more people to write in. Let us know how we're doing. Have us questions and stuff like that. He was wondering, however, since he won't be able to listen to the podcast live today, can he still win anything?
Of course you can.
Of course. The way we did it is Sarah was having a list. I don't know what she did with the list because she's sadly not here. So I don't know if there's any Tumblr followers that entered, unfortunately. So we might have to just do the drawing and do one for Tumblr if she got any of those. What we did is if you emailed us letting us what you liked about Final Fantasy and what you were looking forward to, we also got a hashtag going that, well, it got no hits, so...
Yes. Yes, we did.
What?
How many people are we going to have?
For the contest?
Yeah, total. I mean, I'm just wondering, because if Sierra's not... Oh, no, I'm confused. I'm probably the only one that's confused right now, but I'm confused.
Okay. So what we did is we said that you either on Tumblr or on email or even on Twitter, just give us a hashtag. I think we were using hashtag Whispering Dawn. if you used the hashtag and said, what you liked about the game, you would be entered to win. So, and then he asked, does he have to be listening live? No, obviously you do not. We did this contest. We didn't announce this last week on the podcast. We announced it over Twitter. I think it was Monday or Sunday. So it was very last minute type of deal. But he also goes on to say, also, other than Final Fantasy XIV, do any of you play any other games?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we just went through a whole bunch of them, so at the beginning of this program. So yeah, we do play a lot of games.
Speaking of games, I really wish they would come out with a new God of War.
I was actually going to ask you ladies a question whenever we were on the topic of E3. Was there anything you guys
Okay.
didn't enjoy?
Yeah. There's a few. I don't know what that one actress's name is. I think she was doing the Xbox part,
Oh yeah.
but she was a bumbling idiot. I know her as an actress, and I've never had problem with her work as an actress, but it seemed like they could have gotten somebody better in a gaming community. I don't know.
Yeah.
Than a person, just paid to talk and try to pretend that she understands the game. I don't know. That was my little pet peeve.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing, there was probably a few things I didn't like. I just don't remember at this time. I did not like some of the Twitter stuff I was following, and that's only because there are some people that don't understand that games are games, and I was just seeing some stuff about Doom being ultra violent, and I'm like, that's Doom.
I had an issue with them releasing Disney Infinity 3.0. I honestly don't think it had any place in the E3 and Sony's E3. I think it just should
Right.
not have been announced at all.
It shouldn't have.
It's just another expansion to another game, technically, and same thing with Destiny. I was not a fan, and I'm still not a fan. I did not like that they were like, oh yeah, well, this is coming out, and I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think Destiny was one of the things I was not looking forward to. I know
They
there's
shouldn't have
probably
announced it.
the biggest one I think for me was during Nintendo's, and they released that Metroid Prime sports thing.
No one's a fan of it. I think nobody actually liked that. That, and I'm really... I know I'm wishy-washy, and I keep going
Right.
back and forth, but I'm really, really
It's
excited
okay.
about Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yes. I heard about that. I didn't see the Nintendo thing, but I did hear about that.
Did you see the World Championships?
No.
The Nintendo World Champions? Yeah. There's a lot of things that can be said about that. I wasn't a big fan of, because they're trying to do like a World Champions, and they were limiting people on team events. So if you got paired with a bad player, you were eliminated.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of understand that, though, because if you get, if you pick your own teams, there's a really, really high chance that you're already coordinated enough
Hmm.
to where you're just going to destroy anyways, and it would still be unbalanced.
But the thing is, they were doing it randomly, so.
At least if it was random, it was
Yeah.
luck and not, Then
So-
again, championships should be, yeah. I don't know,
Well,
that's weird.
Back to the emails, and we've got a few here to enter the contest with, and our friend Ronan did send something in for that too. He's like, one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy XIV is that it's on the consoles. It's the biggest draw for me. Second is the fact that it's Final Fantasy and always being with them amazing stories. As for Heaven's Word, I'm excited for the continuation of the story and the challenges that come with the new dungeons and raids. And last but not least, Dark Knight.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
We got another email here entering the contest, and this is somebody that Sierra knows, I guess. And he was just being a brat when he sent this in. He's like, "I'm most looking forward to sweet raw booty."
I don't
course.
blame him.
And the last email we got on this is what I love about Final Fantasy XIV and the different and varied people I've met and gotten to know and love. Also, the fun and rewarding storyline and dungeons are nothing to sneeze at either. What I'd like to see from the game in the future, more ways to complete content together with others and finding ways to get a party together and smoothly, do content fairly, and keep the hostility and negativity down.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's give some stuff out here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Nell so graciously on our last episode gave us a code for a Mog Suits.
Nice.
Oh gosh, I want it.
So, yep.
Belly.
And I know. I am too. I wish we could enter this, but we're not.
Yo, no,
Darn it.
hit me up.
So, let's. I wish I would have her list here because she was going to do this all for me, and she's not here anymore.
Aw.
Unfortunately, she's having family issues, and we all know how that is.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I know that we have 4 people entered, so we're just gonna assign 1 through 4 here to these 4 people. And let's see here. There we go. Okay. For the Mog Suits would be our friend Ronan.
Oh, congrats.
Oh man.
Of course, Ronan.
Hey Ronan. Kidding. Although, Mog Suits are best.
Congratulations, Ronan.
Yeah, congrats Ronan.
The second thing is something that Sierra's going to do, and she's giving away. I think it's $25. Don't quote me for positive. Of stuff from the Mog store.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
And I didn't mean a reroll on this one, but I'm not going to do that. So, Escalia from Limit Break Radio, you're unfortunately going to get $20 to $25 from the Mog store.
That's funny.
It is. But yeah, he's going to get the he's going to when Sierra comes back and get everything, he's the winner of that. So
Congratulations.
yes. And I like his little thing here. Hashtag Whispering Dawn. He said this in chat. At Whispering Dawn, 5 runs that I don't get to partner with. Square Enix, T6 Extraordinaire. Hashtag still salty.
Oh, God.
Oh, he finally found out what he wants. He's like, no.
Yeah, salty.
I'm here for moral support, not to win prizes.
You can give me your prizes. I will gladly accept.
Oh, okay. I guess we have to redo these numbers again. From 1 through 3. Let's see here. Wait a minute, I said 1, 2, 3. Why did you give me 4? Oh, because I didn't change that number. Alrighty. We'll give it to the person that said sweet raw booty.
Yeah.
There we go. It was random, I swear. um, the other thing we're gonna give away. This is gonna be from our little thing here, and we weren't gonna announce it until we got the designs in. But we are getting a Redbubble account. Actually, we already have it, and we're getting T-shirts.
Woot.
Yep. It's going to have our logo on it. Sierra is designing a couple for me. One's going to say, why are we whispering? It came from a few episodes ago when, we actually just started whispering for no apparent
I
reason.
remember that.
Apparently, people in our link shell kept on saying that, and they said that we missed an opportunity by not saying, because it's the Whispering Dawn podcast or something like that.
Oh, good catch, crafty people.
Yes, I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole when people are listening to our podcasts.
Oh, it can go very deep.
But yes, we are. So we got that one coming. We're gonna do one that's just it's gonna be, I think, Dawn with a star. She's designing these all for me. So, but we're also gonna have one with our logo.
Did you get the email with the logo?
No, I have not.
I will double check that. Because Jay, my friend Jay, made them, and he said he made one. There's 3 different logos he sent me, bigger size for T-shirts, where it can be putting it on a black T-shirt, on a white T-shirt. So he inverted the colors or something to make it. I don't know. He did really good on them.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. No, I even went into my spam folders and nope, nothing there.
I'll check it again later.
Okay. He's also still doing our backgrounds and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I do appreciate him doing that.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
So.
Oh, and happy Father's Day to all you wonderful gaming daddies out there, including.
Yes.
I will take this time, including thank you to my husband. He's a gamer. He's my husband. He's a great dad. And Jay and all of my friends and family. And to all you dads out there, I hope you had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, I hope everybody had a good Father's Day too. Unfortunately, I was working this morning, and I am a server, so yeah, we kind of got slammed. So still a little too salty about that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's not your fault. But I was going to do the thing for the T-shirt, but we don't have enough people entered, so
Hold off for next time.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And like I said, it's gonna be awesome. I mean, this logo that we got is amazing.
I like it.
Okay, have you seen the logo yet?
I haven't, and I really want to see it.
All you have to do is go to
Yes,
Twitter.
just for days.
Yeah, I know she put it on our chat and everything, so yeah, it's amazing. Maybe you should do that again. Maybe I can
Put it on the chat again.
Yeah, so that way Giganta can look at it because
I can put it on right now.
okay. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so Giganta, do you want to give away your prize?
Yes. Or we can do it next time. Either or.
I think we're gonna do it next time, but this last prize we call the next episode # free swag soiree.
That's actually not a bad idea.
All right, I sent it.
I I have to find the prize I will be giving out next week, so it's probably better that we don't do it this week, anyways. Oh man, I want it.
You just seen the logo.
I want it.
That is a
Yeah.
sweet logo. I will say that, and I'm really glad that he did that for us.
I am too.
I'm gonna keep like logging into my thing here and like updating my online status to no longer away from keyboard. Because if you're AFK for too long, you get booted.
Yep.
I'm so tired. By the way, it's already 11:20.
That's okay.
12:30 here.
We do have one more thing to give away, and it's a 60-day time card. We've been saying this forever that we're going to give this away. And
But you said it the right way this time, with no glitches.
I know it happens sometimes.
No, I was when we're recording. It's funny. We're live, and you were worried about being live, probably making the mistake, and you didn't.
Yeah, it happens. But we do have this 60-hour time card here. There, how's that?
Like it much better. Feels more homey now.
Which we've been like putting out there for like since what, episode 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have this as a prize, and I do have to congratulate him. I will be sending it out right now. It's the person that sent in the thing about the about what he wants is more ways to complete content together with others and finding ways to get a party together and keeping the hostility and negativity down.
I like
So-
that. Congratulations.
Yeah, you won a 60-day time card. I'll be emailing you. I think somebody in chat here knows you, Giganta. Oh, that's you right there. Never mind. I just looked at chat. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Never mind. I'm losing it. It's getting late for me. And I still want to try to get to 45 at least tonight.
What do you want to get to tonight?
Level 45.
Oh, I think we saw a Dark Knight level like 55, right? Running
Yeah.
around. I was like, how?
There's reports that there's a level 60 already on our server. Level
Oh,
60
yeah,
Dark
there-
Knight.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
here.
There's probably a bunch of 60s already.
And it's like, okay, why?
People man-moded the hell out of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm just taking. I couldn't the first day. Like most of my day was actually spent at work, and I'm like, no, I want to be leveling my characters, or leveling my character, and be like, no. But yeah, I came here, and every time I've logged on, I've gained speed. So I'd say probably by next podcast, I will be able to talk about story. Which will make Arether very, very happy.
Very. And you know what? You'll know exactly what I wanted to talk about when you see it in story quests, in the storyline.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you see it, you're gonna say, "Holy crap! Oh, now I know."
Are the Scions really alive?
I'm not telling you anything.
Shush!
I'm not saying if you will either let me say it all, or I will not say it at all. It's not. I'm not going to give you any snippets of information. Just prepare to be surprised.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'd rather be surprised. So yeah, I do congratulate all the winners. I will be um, giving you your codes and everything through the email in the next like 24 hours. So
Congratulations.
Congrats, everyone.
especially on that 60-day time card, that thing isn't cheap, by the way.
Nope. I know.
And yeah, I will post a link in Twitter as soon as we get the t-shirts up and running, so people can actually buy some t-shirts. Support us a little bit.
Sweet.
And who doesn't want that logo?
I want it.
I know. I might just buy a shirt myself and wear the shirt around. Have people ask me what Whispering Dawn is.
That's true. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
We should have had them made before she went to E3.
Well, she didn't really go to E3. She went to a Sony conference.
She went in the area and where there were gamers.
That's true.
She was in the right area.
Oh, yes.
Me and Serial were talking about this when we during our live cast of the patch notes and everything. But I think next year, I think we should do like a day-by-day break of all E3 happenings and stuff like that. So
That'd be fun.
it would, because like I said before, even though we were mainly a Final Fantasy 14 podcast, we do like do general gaming stuff. So, but I think it's time for us to say goodbye tonight. Unfortunately.
Yes. Yes, and yes. I'm so tired.